Crewman. See how long it takes to connect.
See how long it takes to connect.
And we live.
Live and in color.
Yes. So, it is time to rid the evil from around the Moonsea area.
Or die trying.
Or die trying.
Pretty much.
We are in the throne room of Graz'zt, the Demon Lord.
I just noticed something with the symbol of the six-fingered hand. Is it an extra finger, or is it like an extra thumb on the other side? Because that's even probably creepier than just an extra finger.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
is it a hand with two thumbs?
I think in all the pictures they have of him, it's like an actual extra finger. But
I think it's
this
actually
was like,
creepier.
Yeah, no, it would be really creepy with two thumbs. Yeah, that'd be cool.
A two-thumbed hand.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's actually kind of awesome. I am super opposable thumb hand.
So we had stopped at the top of the ground, and Crixus is up.
That's a big hit bar. You have to a lot of red.
So you pretty much found out last time that there was these demons around the room that were linked to these symbols on the wall. And they were glowing with this light behind them. I think you found out through some like arcane checks or arcana, whatever, in history, I think, that they were linked to Graz'zt and they were somehow protecting him. So for each one of these you kill, or each of these demons you kill, or somehow try to disable the demonic symbol. Each of the demonic symbols are tied to another demon lord. So by each time you shut it down, the light goes out, and you notice that Graz'zt is in physical pain. He's like, ah! And he's getting weaker as the more of these that you do. You found out that the goat that was with you all the time was the it's kind of like a, I guess,
old
like
weird chick.
Almost like an avatar of a what do they call it? Like where it's like a piece of another god. What is it called? So she's like a part of Myliki.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Exarch? Is it Exarch? I can't remember. But and you found out she's the daughter of Cyric.
Is she the one that did all the crazy banish for all the other little demons in the middle of the room? Is she the one that did that?
I think Graz'zt ate him.
Graz'zt pretty much did that. Because when you heard him chanting, you remember when you heard him chanting in a different language? When he came to completion, this is when all the demons in the middle that were there, they swirled up and they disappeared. And then that's when the demons on the perimeter were kind of like stuck in suspended animation, and we're like, and then the symbols of power lit up, and Graz'zt seemed very happy about that. Oh yes, he was on a throne of
dead dark elves.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why he was chilling.
Oh, I didn't realize what the throne was. That's awesome.
Yeah,
so messed up. So messed up.
Yeah, he offered you to join him, sell your souls to him, like he did his pet Lance, Brick Crystal, and
pet Lance.
Yeah, and said that he would even offer you his son, who was his best concubine. So he's definitely.
He said he could bring the chicks though, but he never did. You know, they never showed up.
No, he never did. Yeah. And
wait, how did he get out of the dome I put up? Did he walk out of it, or he do some? Did he cast a spell?
No, he used
Can I tell, or how he got out of it?
It was definitely some type of teleportation, but it was
He didn't cast a spell like if I silenced him and then put him in it or something like that?
No, it's a natural thing.
So he did something other than a spell to get out. Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah. Guess I should get the PDF out. That'd be helpful. Just in case, I don't know. You probably don't need it. But that's fine. Alright, the final confrontation. Oh, that is right. And there's something I didn't do last time. So, it'll be fun to do it this time. Alright, Crixus.
Okay, it looks like there's only one option, and that's to go through Graz'zt himself. I'm going to move to here and attack him.
Alright.
Taking down a god. Demon Lord. I guess I don't know. What's the difference between a god and a demon lord? Kind of the same thing for the planes of hell, right?
I think so, yeah. I guess
I
this
thought
would be
demon
kind of,
lords were more like demigod level.
Are they?
I think
Okay.
it just depends on their stasis, right? Or I know in the old editions there were certain ones that were powerful, like Orcus
I mean,
is
I
pretty
don't-
damn powerful.
I
Yeah.
don't think they can answer prayers.
Asmodeus and
Yeah, but I think they're like
Beelzebub were like the badasses.
yeah, well, like Osmodeus's was just as powerful as a god, but he just didn't believe in gods, so that was his excuse. Like,
I think
Yeah.
Graz'zt
but like,
is one of
aren't they basically they're like the gods of the lower planes? That's how
Well, the lower planes have actual gods like Cyric, and I mean they're evil gods. Miracle was a
True, that is true.
lower plane god.
I thought warlocks could pick Graz'zt as one of their patrons. So is there anything written in
They
there?
can. Yeah.
If is there something written into the lore, like if you happen to get a warlock playing this adventure and Graz'zt is your thing?
Yeah,
I mean,
there actually is something in there about that. Yep.
I mean, I'd be curious at the end what the heck that is, because I don't know how you're supposed to play
Well,
that.
you can I mean, just like what was it? One of my players has a hag for his pact leader. So, I mean, they don't have to be a god to give pact abilities.
Oh.
So it's just like a one of those fiendish hags. Can't remember what they're called.
I'm just curious if
Night
that
hag.
should up in the warlock tries to use an ability and it just don't work for some reason. You know?
Yeah, well, yeah, there is something in there. Like if you're playing this adventure and you're dumb enough to have your character like have Graz'zt given the powers, Graz'zt can cause them to attempt a charisma saving throw equal to the warlock's spell DC, or Graz'zt can actually expend one of their spell slots.
Oh.
Yeah. Those who fail
Curious.
take necrotic damage.
I'm just curious if the character is supposed to turn on his party or something because I mean it's your patron. You're going to do whatever the hell he wants.
Right, but that's up for debate too, as far as what if they appreciate what they've given. Like on one of the guy in the other campaign, his warlock, he kind of made the deal when his character was drunk, so he doesn't really remember it. So yeah. So it's kind of one of those like, yeah, okay, I got power, but I kind of regret it. So, but yeah, Crixus. Oh, he already rolled. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I see some crits.
All right. So.
Feel the power.
Trying to remember exactly. Oh, I do need this out.
Feel the power of Timmy.
Wow, holy crap. Feel the power.
We'll see if the second one and the fourth one hit, though. I'm curious what his AC is.
Yeah, so the first one hits, the second one misses.
Ooh, he's got big AC.
A critical. And the last one misses. So, and he's like bare chested, this homeboy. You're sure you hit him, but his skin just seems so like thick. You're like, what? It's just unhumanly possible for his skin to be that thick. It's weird. But yeah, it didn't. A couple of those did not slice through. So, but we got what, 27.
How much that bar jumps
So many
down. That's what
numbers.
I'm curious about.
It's 68, those two that hit, 68 damage.
Now I'm going to be real nervous if that little red bar goes dink, just
Yeah.
a sliver, like, oh shit.
He doesn't even notice.
That's sucking. That thing better cut in half.
It's like a shaving scratch.
Yeah, like, uh-oh.
Ow.
Crixus just gives a massive cleave, and he's just
You
like,
said 68 total on the.
Yeah, that's right. Those two hit 68.
Okay. Boop. Actually, not too bad. He felt that.
a quarter. That was a quarter of it, roughly. That's still, at least it's not a sliver, but still, that's a big hit. Those 68's nothing to laugh at. He's still nothing to laugh.
You still have the bless, right?
Oh yeah. Does that count
So-
on attacks as well?
Oh, that's for the hit. That's for. I don't think it's for damage. So, also, you're saying there's a chance those other ones might have turned to hits.
It's possible.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, roll your So that would be for.
Come on.
Nope, that's a miss.
19.
That's a miss.
19.
The power was not with you.
So he's at least 20 or more.
Whoever gave you bless. Can't
Wow, that's crazy.
all right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I think Graz'zt gave me the blessed.
Be right back. Doorbell.
See if Graz'zt is gonna do something.
I'm going to yell out to everybody and go, I can't shut Graz'zt down, but what are you guys worried about? One of these other two more? I could try to put another,
Alright, he's gonna try to attack you with his sword.
shit. Probably put another cage around one of the other ones.
I wonder if that doesn't work when it's popped out. The automation. I guess the automation doesn't work when the character sheet's popped out. Is that true? Or? Well, okay. Well, it didn't go down that time either. All right. Well. Where's this attack at? Where's this attack? It was right there. Wave of sorrow. Hey, and that's a miss. It just
Take it.
you feel the weight of the sword though, this crazy long ass wavy sword, and it just comes out hard, smash, and it just clangs on that. What is it? Scale?
It's actually splint, but
Oh,
I
splint.
told the artist it was scale because I got
Yeah.
a bit confused.
Well, hey, that works. We can just pretend it's scale, yeah. But metal scales. There you go. So yeah, that misses. So she in turn comes up and stabs this thing in the heart. Kills it. Thus negating the seal. And let's see what that does. That was the Nalfeshni. So getting rid of the Nalfeshni, what does that do?
What's a Nalfeshni again?
Just the higher level demon.
This fire chick.
No, it was a demon that was imprisoned next to one of those power
Yeah.
symbols.
So
Oh, okay.
it was sitting in front of a symbol of a skull-topped black mace. So that was Orcus. Oh, that was a good one. Oh man, he felt that. He's like, no. Ah! And any spell cast by Graz'zt that is currently affecting another creature ends. So you are no longer affected by your thing, Bladesinger. So you're not charmed anymore. Anybody else, or is anybody else being affected by any spells of his?
Of Graz'zt?
Mm-hmm. I don't think
I'm
so,
not.
right? No.
The one I have is the magic mirror on, which he apparently can see, right? fucking through. Or mirror image.
And nobody's currently mad, right? From him, you all passed your saves. I'm pretty sure.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. All right. So. You're just dancing around the room. Nobody really seems to be paying too much attention to her, though. Lancer.
She's just dancing around the room, huh?
Mm-hmm. Killing demons.
I'm trying to think this demon probably looks more dangerous than this turtle guy here. This turtle guy, when he got up to the shield, is he just kind of frustrated that he can't get through, or is he trying to do something different because he can't fit through or something?
No,
whatever this guy
I can't remember what he tried to do last round. I don't remember.
Because I'm wondering if I should just leave that there if it's kind of blocking him, or if I should.
He was kind of blocked, yeah, when the girl was there. I don't know.
Is he standing there just kind of frustrated that he can't get through or something, or
he was before, yeah.
In that case, I might just leave it there then.
Yeah, I mean, it is total cover. There's nothing that can get through that thing. So.
Okay. God, I hate to cast spells on him when 68 damage doesn't do a whole lot. Jesus. I'm sure he's immune to everything else. I am gonna come down this direction here and just send 3 blasts in him, trying to push him as best I can. If I can push him or not, I don't know. And I will just blast the shit out of him. 1, 2, 3. And since I'm concentrating on the other thing, there is no hex.
Who are you shooting?
The Graz'zt.
Okay.
There's no necrotic damage because I'm concentrating on something else. These are some damn good hits. But sadly, only 15, 24 force damage.
Okay, so
that is
it. Hit. 24 force?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, shit. I think that's really all I can do.
And does it push him?
It would push him, but it's up to you to determine if that angle. I'm down here. It's up to you to determine if that angle would push him through or not. I don't know.
It would be like difficult, so I would half it.
Okay.
So how much would it normally?
10 feet each, so it'd be 30 feet.
So 15. So I can move on.
Sounds good.
Let me see. But if he ends up, 15. There we go. Is that right?
Squeezed him through there.
Well, 15 feet is actually not technically. So first diagonal is 5, really. So it'd be like there, really. Technical 15 feet. Not the point system that they have.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. Still concentrating on that that force wall there.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, if it doesn't do any good, I'll drop it. But
all right, is that your turn?
Correct.
Oh, layer action. I appreciate it. Let me see. He may not do that. Yeah, so. All right, yeah. So he's going for his lair action. He's going to just say halt. So everybody needs a roll. I think it's wisdom.
Wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom saving throws.
Is that a magic spell? So my mantle will help or not?
Yeah, it would.
Ooh, not good.
There we go.
I'm gonna end up halting.
Ooh, God.
And is it +4 from ban?
Yeah, if you're in that little aura of bands, it's plus.
Yeah, +4. Yeah.
Let me see what his DC is.
And I get my what's it called? Bless spell +4. D4.
Yeah, plus spell too.
Can I recognize it? Is a spell though. Can I recognize the spell?
It's innate, so the rules is we found out the rules on that. If it's innate,
Okay.
then you don't actually see it being cast because it's
Gotcha.
it's just instant. Yeah, innate. So requiring no material components. 23 total, or no, 22 total. That's a fail.
Damn.
20 is a fail. 14, or the modified. So 11 is a fail. Van, you made it.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to use one of my feet.
What's the feat? Okay.
Indomitable, so I can roll again.
All right.
It's the same number, so the max I can get is 22.
Man.
Do we all halt? Hopefully we don't turn to
the
stone.
brakes. Yeah, so I guess I'll just put that on there. Oh no, you made it. So
I made it.
I
I'm like,
made it.
for a
You're
change.
like, what you doing, son? So he halts. You are halted. Can't reach it. Halted. So that means you can't move and you take no actions.
Can't move and take no actions.
Until their next turn.
And you can turn number 16. You have to follow that command on your next turn.
Ugh. What about bonus actions? Can you take bonus actions?
Well, in order to have a bonus action, you must be able to do an action.
Okay.
So, damn. Yeah.
Can we move and then do the action, or is that the first thing you have to do?
You can't move.
Okay.
I think this is just miss a turn.
Yeah.
Pretty
miss a
much.
turn.
Yeah.
You drew the lose a turn card.
Well, he's up. What is he going to do?
Good for him.
I think he's going to squeeze back through. Yeah, so dude, yeah, that force thing, so they can't surround you now with that force thing there. So
I guess that's good. Well, if we're all frozen, I guess it's real good.
So he's going to multi-attack.
Crixus
All
needs
right,
to stay alive.
Crixus, you were hit.
Okay.
And you were missed the second time. However, for the first one, You take
800 damage.
I think you'll be alright. Let me see how my hit points you at. Yeah, you'll be fine. Take a total of 30. 20 slashing and 10 acid.
That's still pretty. Oh, Jesus.
Acid?
He's fine. Oh.
Where the hell did the acid come from?
From a sword.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
It's an awesome sword. Jesus.
And, well, that's it. BBs.
Okay. Well, I hope this works. I'm going to take like a half step back so that all three of these guys can see me.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell, "Kneel before the power of Torm!" And turn the unholy, which I think gets all three of them.
Oh, shit.
And my spell DC is 17.
Okay. And that works on fiends, correct?
Yep.
Instantly destroyed.
I wish. It doesn't work like that for
Yeah,
That'd be
others.
great.
Like, can you even destroy undead anymore in 5th?
I don't know. Can,
I don't know about paladins, but clerics, yeah, they can.
can,
But
they
the
can.
but the CR has got to be pretty low. Like at
Yeah, it's
level
not as high as it
16,
used to be.
you can do CR3. So I mean, it's like zombie skeletons instantly
Yeah.
just go foof.
Because, like, in the second, like, if you were high enough cleric, you could, like, I think outright destroy a vampire. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think the highest you can ever destroy in 5th edition is CR4, whatever CR4 is. But it was useful.
Do you have
The
something
flan.
you could click on to do that?
Oh, my bad. Hold on. I thought I did.
The Flan 1-1 series at level 11, I was able to destroy when all the undead came. The giant, big undead zombie guys, I was able to turn them to ash. I thought that was pretty cool.
I haven't actually gotten to use this yet, so I was really excited. This is the first time in the whole campaign
Yeah.
I've turned anything.
There you go.
Nice.
Watch them all laugh at you. You're really going to have a complex then. They're going to be like, oh.
Yeah. 17 is my DC.
Okay, and it's a wisdom. All right, cool. All right.
Oh boy.
Exciting times.
I'm just excited to be able to do it.
You said 17?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, you turn the vulture.
Beat it, chump.
What should I use? Is there a cross? I don't see a cross or something. I really do need to get better icons here. What do with the trophy? So that means they have to what, go run away from you when it's their turn? It will
Yeah.
spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. Oof. And it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its actions, it can use only the dash or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. Oof.
I'm going to laugh if Graz'zt starts running from you. I'll be like, holy shit.
As part of its fleeing, couldn't it just run back to its home dimension?
I don't know. You probably need to banish for that though.
That'd make life easy, wouldn't it?
Is it the same as other ones? Like if they break line of sight of you, then they can try to end it early, or does it just keep running?
I don't think so. I think
They
it
just
keeps going.
they just keep going for a minute. They just try to get the hell away from me.
So basically, you can just run away from them as far as you can, and then just keep dodging, dodge.
All right, we'll see who runs.
For how long does it last?
1 minute.
Oh, damn! All right.
10 rounds.
So before I forget, let me do this real quick.
So I turned the bird.
Man, you're lucky too, because he was about to do some shit that I forgot to do last week. He had some cool stuff on him there. Alright, so... Oh wait, I meant to put a modifier in there.
Move you the order got all screwed up again.
Alright, so we roll for the giant. Lead. Alrighty then. Wisdom 7. Damn! Failure.
Hey.
There you go. Thank God you have a paladin, huh?
Nice.
Alright, and Graz'zt. So let's see.
Is just gonna look at me and laugh.
Demon Lord.
I'd be laughing if my face wasn't frozen.
Shit.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you.
Whatever.
Your pathetic god has no power over me, fool.
But his little companions run like bitches.
Yeah.
He kind of looks over at them and he's like, shakes his head.
But it's Torm, Master! Run!
Just can't find good help these days.
Yeah. Pretty much. Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
That's more effective than my little bubble thing.
I actually have the 10 this round. So.
I was really hoping I could pull that off.
Alright. Archon. Lose a turn.
Yep.
So, pretty much at this point, you can kind of hear the lady that got forced to turn into the goat or the satyr, the old satyr lady, the exarch of Mieliki. She or the avatar of the exarch. You hear her. She's like she feels very weak, and but she manages to. Enough of this, Graz'zt. You shall not win. And she goes. She's like. She goes.
Should put the emergency broadcast system on.
Pretty much. And your
replicant.
Your things are gone. So she
we're no longer.
She dispelled his command.
Nice.
But now she just kind of collapses in exhaustion.
Oh,
so
that was our
Archon,
one get out of. That was like our one get out of jail free card.
Yeah, and you're still prone, so you can get up. And well, he's right there if you want to attack him or whatever you want to do.
Okay, she did that, so
Yeah,
I can actually attack.
Yeah, yeah. So I should put a little vibrato in there, huh? So, but it's supposed to be one clear note. One clear note.
That she sings it, or
yeah, she sang it. That was her singing.
Oh, she's singing it.
Yeah.
Well, hells, bells. Bum, 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 bum. Well, he's gonna probably beat the hell out of me, but let's go ahead and take a couple of swings at him. Just because I'm that kind of nutso.
Alright, you get up and you're like, mother.
Pretty much.
Swing, bada bada. Yeah, it's a hit.
21 points total.
Alright, shade a little bit off of him.
Fortunately, that's really all I can do, because if I try to move, he'll get a free swing at me.
Right.
So we'll just stand here. Yep.
Okay, so after your turn, he's gonna burn the legendary action and attack with Wave of Sound. Yeah, I don't think the working. The script's working. Yeah. God damn. See if I can fix that real quick. Let me save this real quick. Alright, so and I mean he's a demon lord, he's gonna keep attacking Crixus, he knows he's hurt, so
What a jerk.
God dang!
I don't know what else I can do to him.
Oh no. So before I tell you the result, does anybody have anything that could help Crixus out or anything?
I can bring him back up when he hits the ground. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
I got a healing word and a ring of spell story. That's about it.
You got Revivify.
Oh man. So yeah. Yeah, he got a 32 for his result for the 2 hits, and
I mean, I can't cast shield. The shield has to be on me. I can't.
Right.
32. I couldn't stop anyways.
I'm just saying, like the diviner wizard can use a portent or something like that. I think
Give him
there's
a 1.
other things that can give like bonus to AC or something, but I don't even think that would help with the 32.
Well, you'd have to give him the roll. Like the portent would work. Say, I'm going to give him a 2 instead for his attack roll.
All right. Well, so he hits you freaking hard, man. And you take 37 damage.
Does that drop him to his 1 technique?
So yeah,
Ooh, I'll use this.
he's still he hits you so hard. It's just like it puts a dent in your magical splint armor. Like there is a mark, and it kind of hooked. Like the hook, like here's your splint, and the hook came and hooked in the part where it kind of digs in where your flesh is exposed, and the acid just kind of is starting to eat away at your muscle right there, the pectoral where it meets the shoulder. It's like burns really bad, but you're like half orc. I'm not gonna go down.
That's why Bane gave us 2 arms when he created us. I could use the other one.
Right.
I'm gonna actually feign death if I can. So when he does that, I'm gonna pretend that he has actually killed me.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lay.
Is that something I can do? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Should we be rolling to see if we think that Crixus dropped? Dead? What do you think?
Yeah, but there's what's Crixus's intelligence? I'm just curious.
8.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. So this guy is going to get as far away from you as possible. He can't go there because she's in that spot. But I mean, basically all he can do for his action is dodge, so he's just going to dodge. And basically same with her. Moving in this direction, kind of hugging. She's up face to face. She's trying to get behind this demon. And she's going to be dodging as well. Alright. Oh man, the round thing got reset. That sucks. Or is this ain't the 3rd round, right?
Yeah, I don't know why it reset it for you.
Oh man, that sucks. I don't remember how many rounds it was.
I think it was 10 or 11.
It was up there, man. It was like, yeah.
I think this is the start of round 11.
Or was it? No, I think it wasn't very many rounds. I don't remember. Because
Right before
we did like a whole session, and it was like only 2 rounds had passed.
Yeah, I just know that it said 10 before and it went away. So I don't know if 10 was correct then.
All right. Well, so you're gonna try to feign death, or what are you gonna do?
That was just for drama. I'm gonna whilst I'm on the ground, I'm gonna do this.
All right. Well, yeah.
Chops his ankles off.
I was gonna say the intelligence was to see if you really knew if he had the true sight. If you remembered he had the true sight, so he's.
Oh, bonus action.
All
Fortunately, 22 hit points ain't probably enough to.
You still in the game though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise up slowly, covered in blood, similar to how Arnie does it in Predator when he's covered in mud. Covered in blood.
Yeah.
You need some theme music. This is where we need a bard. As you're doing this, they need
I know,
theme
right?
music like
Yes.
Rise slowly.
Boom! Hit.
Come on, critical.
Miss.
Critical. Damn it.
Miss.
Action streak's like, no way. I'm using it all.
Miss. Damn.
So Crixus gets up
Critical.
slowly and then just goes into a massive swing storm.
Critical.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Three
shit. Critical.
Wow.
Holy
What is
shit.
what is the odds of 3 criticals
That's
in a row? I
like
think
exploding dice.
That's amazing.
Holy shit.
Oh please!
I
All
think
right,
you just
um,
Cuisinarted him.
Let me see. The misses, even if you use the bless, I don't think you would actually hit. So, no. So, holy crap. Yeah. That's
I don't know what the odds of 3. I mean, 2 in a row is 1 in 400. So 20 times 400. I mean, that's a lot. I think it's like 1. I think if my math's right, it's 1 in 8,000.
So
to
the
get 3 in a row.
extra attack was for what?
Those
If
last
I get,
three.
If I get a crit, I get an extra attack.
Oh shit.
That's
Those
right.
last three come out to 116 points.
God, please tell me you killed him in
Oh
an
my
epic
God.
fashion.
That would be awesome.
Tell me you killed him epic style.
All right, hang on.
He just reforms with full hit points.
Stand up slowly, slowly.
Oh
Get
my
up there
god.
and just
Dude,
scream.
yeah. So, you definitely deserve to be able to describe how you kill Graz'zt.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Cuisinart. Cuisinart.
Take your time.
Yeah, I mean,
You tempted.
so yeah, so I rise up covered in blood, head to toe, and just the fire in Crixus's eyes starts slashing wildly. He notices he makes he manages to cut through the thick flesh, and then when he spots the weakness, he focuses his attacks on there, and then the last swing is more of a thrust, and he thrusts his sword up and through the chest, holding Graz'zt up in the air.
Oh,
Damn!
Graz'zt, and then he's staring eye to eye.
He's looking at you just like, he can't talk. He's like,
And Graz'zt just slowly slides down the sword, and then they end up face to face as
shit.
the light goes from Grazz's eyes.
and yeah, he just basically dissolves,
Sweet.
and demonic ichor falls to the ground, and he's sent back to his home plane.
Yeah.
And can't come back to the material for quite a while, if I remember right. So.
I tap on Archon's shoulder and go, you don't see that every day.
However, there's still the other ones to deal with. I don't assume they're going to be too hard if they can't do anything. So.
Well, I think the moment you do damage on them, then it breaks the effect. So if we just focus on one,
Correct.
we don't have to fight one at a time. So whichever one we want to do.
I could try banishing one of them.
I have a banish spell. I was just gonna. I guess it's true. If you banish them and it fails, it won't break the effect because it's not damage. So I guess that's not a bad idea.
Just so you guys know, Christmas is done. He's just going to stand here and just.
I think he's earned it.
Yeah, for real.
Remember that image, boys.
Crazy.
3 crits in a row, too.
Okay.
All right. So she sees that. She laughs with glee. And she just starts attacking Vulture Boy.
Oh. For attacking. If she hits, anyways.
Yeah, I'm seeing how many hit points she can do. What was that? That was Sunday.
That little minx.
Okay. Yeah, so she comes. Yeah, she basically comes around here and stabs him, and takes some hit points off. Almost gets him halfway now.
Sheesh.
So no more layer actions. That's good. So
Yeah, I will drop the wall here, and I will use the 2nd level bonus action of second level spell for Hex, since I am out of firsts.
Hang on, I'm gonna get my players. Where's my players? I'm gonna grab my players real quick. Hang on.
Look at the slots, please. Yeah. So 2nd level. Okay. Oh wait.
Slots Police was a great Cheap Trick album.
Pow, pow, pow. Why he keeps repeating it.
It's kind of hypnotic.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try and banish that giant.
All right. Well, since she knocked, I'm going to just start shooting this thing since she kind of let him loose.
Yeah.
What is your what level of CR can you automatically destroy? Is it less than a cleric, or is it like the same type?
I don't think I can automatically.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find.
I mean, for undead, can you destroy
it's
undead outright?
No.
You got to use one of your divine thingies. Channel divinity. Yeah.
I don't think so.
And you are turn the unholy. Present your holy symbol and prayer. Century fiend. Each fiend as you can see in the third video must make moves. Sure for a minute until it takes damage. A turn creature must finish turn. So same thing. Turn actions. Yeah, it's not as powerful as the cleric one, but
No.
I don't think a cleric can actually turn fiends.
No.
It's only
a little bit more versatile.
Yeah.
So in that case, it's kind of more powerful in that regards. You can't destroy, but you can turn other things. That's useful.
Yeah. It's handy.
I think so.
And the same way that his smites and stuff can work versus he gets bonus versus undead and fiends, which is handy.
Yeah, you did use the other one though, the channel, the sacred weapon at one point. You can view one weapon that you're holding with positive energy.
Yeah,
you
was
did
a
that
long
on
time
something.
ago.
I can't remember what you did though. It was some kind of demon, I think. Sweet. Improved Divine Smite. Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, he's... I don't even see where it says if he's
breaks.
hit, it breaks, yeah. That's what I was trying to find.
Oh, really?
That
can't be.
Using your chain. Each fiend or undead you can see here must make a wisdom saving throw. So it failed. It is turned for a minute. Oh, you're right. Or until it takes damage. Yeah. So it's out of it. That one is out because she hit it. So that's correct.
Yeah, but banishment doesn't cause damage. So if I fail at banishment, it's not going to break.
Well, the chick hit him. So
yeah.
No, I'm talking
he's talking about the other one.
Oh, the other
giantess.
What was the hex cast?
45 total damage. He's not resistant to necrotic.
You, all right, since Crix has got one, I'll let you describe your kill shot on him.
Oh! Well, I didn't know I was actually killing him, so damn, otherwise I'd say something special. I'm going to send all 3 blasts as I'm moving up on the body. Is it a tall creature or is it kind of hunched over?
It's kind of hunched. It's like a vulture-looking thing.
All right, I'm going to send 2 shots low and 1 high, hoping that when the second low shot kind of gives him in pain, rips some material out of him, and he has to hunch over down, the last shot, because he hunched so hard, hit him right top in the forehead and blasted a blast out the back of his head, scattering brain juice and everything all over the place, and he collapses to the floor.
Goes against the wall, and he's like, ah! And you see his essence disappear as the robe he was wearing that had all the stars on it drops to the ground.
Ooh, interesting.
Elisande looks at you and giggles.
Just yell at the chick and go, "Hey, no stabby stabby."
She goes, aye.
And that's my turn.
Yep. Alright, no more layers. BBs.
Okay, I'm casting
right, so,
banishment on this guy.
Got rid of the force, right? So it's not there.
Yeah.
Because you concentrate on the hex. So.
Correct.
You gonna try to banish?
Yeah. Charisma save DC 17.
Charisma save. Go ahead and pop the spell out so you got it in chat.
Oh, duh. Sorry. I'm not much of a spellcaster, so I always forget to
Yeah, no. Alright, so... How do you want to explain how you banish her back?
I just
works.
I just turn with my holy symbol and say, "Get thee gone in the name of Torm." Whoop. And then I walk over and kick her in the shins.
If that works, man, damn.
Well, there's some certain caveats on.
I was gonna say if that works, I'm like, man, you gotta hand it to fucking Timmy and Torm today. I'm telling you, Timmy and Torm are fucking shit up.
Right.
Why is there a baby on the floor?
It's in my backpack. I don't know why the baby's there.
Yeah, she did.
My backpack's making noises though.
She got a 7 for the saving throw, and there were some certain protections, but since you've already destroyed more than half of the protections, I'll go ahead and allow it. So she is banished with a pop.
Poof! I go, whoa. I go, damn, man. I didn't know you had it in you. I never even seen you do that before. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't do it very often.
But like,
and she pretty much gets her kicks off on murdering all these demons over here.
Good for her.
Pop! Oh, stabby! Oh, you see that?
You got issues, kid.
is there anything else in the room that any semblance of Graz'zt anywhere? Anything? Is there anything else? What are the symbols glowing on the walls, or do they go out, or anything like that?
There's some brains on the walls.
The lights that were they're not lit up anymore. The symbols are still there, but there's no light. There's no energy connected to it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want, you could try to just beat the crap out of them or something. I don't know. I mean.
Well, I'd like to probably take some time to make sure that they're not going to somehow reactivate it. Yeah, reactivate or anything.
Sure. No problem.
Are we out of combat?
Yeah, sure. Out of combat. And congratulations! That was the final confrontation of the campaign.
Nice.
Phew.
Sweet.
It's pretty crazy.
So, yeah. So, when his son died, you noticed remember the badass suit of armor he had on? You remember that fell to the ground. The robe that the guy was wearing fell. It's still there. She kind of says, "Oh, them shinies on throne.
Oh, there's stuff in the dead bodies.
Yeah, this is kind of she's kind of pointing out. So if someone wants to crawl through the dead bodies, they could probably find some jewels.
You know, I'm too clean for that. But I mean, I like shinies. If anything, I would do a detect magic ritual to make sure there's nothing magical hiding inside that mesh of bodies before I would ever think about. Because I don't know if I would dig through just for money.
So yeah, you do a detect magic ritual. You're not sensing magic from the bodies, but you are sensing magic from the armor and the robes.
Okay. Anything else in the room? Since I have it up, when I look at the symbols and the symbol on the floor, are they all no more glowy?
There's no more.
Out?
Yeah, there's no more magic.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right. Oh, we got some armor and we got a cloak here of something here. I don't know. Do you guys want to hang out here, or do we want to get back?
Comes quickly over here and tries to get her up, the old lady up. Like, oh yes, and she goes, "You did good, Alessandre."
I think you meant Christmas.
Yeah. When you step on that blood, you get hit. You get poisoned by poison blood.
Falls the rest of the way down. I'll tell the old lady, hey, thanks a lot for helping us there. I mean, that was going to get ugly real quick.
No, seriously, we will save it.
Who, me or?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Seriously,
these things are filled with blood of the dead bodies here, and it's caustic and it's poisonous.
All right, what do you want me to Constitution?
Let me see. What is it?
I'm using poison's usually Constitution.
I would assume so.
Get as soon as you want me to. All right. 21.
I think you're good.
All right, I'm gonna go. Oh shit! This shit stinks, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back away.
Probably want to advise people not to step on that shit.
But like, yeah, that blood is. Oh god, it's gonna make me gag. It's pretty gross. I mean, I'll grab the robe and the armor and drag them over out of the way, and I'll use prestidigitation to clean them off, make sure there's no blood on them or anything.
Oh god, it's saying there's no saving throw. Forget that. I mean.
Oh no, it's fine. What happens to me? I'm down. I'm down with.
Nah, I don't know if you want that. But...
I said I was gonna go up there and check it out. I mean.
Well, yeah. It just says any creature entering it suffers. Do you want to take the average?
How close? How close? Because I wasn't gonna climb inside of it. I just want to get up close enough to look at it and sense with detect magic.
Well, it's basically anyone if you entered the square.
Oh, the square on the ground. Oh, if it was actual, oh, that's right. It was blood. It wasn't just a marking on the ground.
Yeah,
if it was blood.
So it kind of looks like it was supposed to be deceiving to where it looks like a tile floor, but upon closer inspection, that's why at the very beginning I said it looks wet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I would say make me do a roll, because if it looked like it was just a marking on the ground, I totally would have walked over it. But if I saw it as liquid or blood, I would have not stepped in it. So do you want me to roll like an intelligence check to see if I can figure it out?
I'll take the roll into consideration since you roll so high. That's fine, because we did determine at the beginning, but you didn't say that I carefully avoid this.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah,
I'll let the saving throw stay. So
okay.
I'll say nothing, but you definitely notice you don't want to be stepping in that shit.
Yeah, I'll walk out and go, oh shit, that's fucking blood, guys. That's not. Oh fuck. Yes, that shit's nasty.
Yeah. So this room is still dangerous, even with no demon lord. Just want to make that clear.
So, can I look at the blood and do like a medicine check or some type of check to see what the hell it is? Is it?
Yeah.
You know, what is it?
Sure. Yeah,
what kind
medicine.
of check you?
Yeah, medicine.
Medicine.
You know it's blood.
Asmodeus helped me with that, and I will do a guidance.
Okay.
12. I go. That's some stinky blood. All right. I mean, like, yeah, this room's still not cool. But if there's no other danger in here, I guess we should probably get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, with the 12, you definitely know that the blood's coming from this pile of bodies, and it seems to fill these. I don't know what you call it. The carvings, whatever it is.
If I try to like prestidigitation some of the blood, does it continue to run into the thing? Like I try to clean it up a little bit.
The digitation, you can clear a pathway.
Does the blood still continue to pour and run?
It kind of pulls up underneath, but you could tell you have some time before it starts to, get thick again. But it's fine if you wanted to like run and grab the armor.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get that stuff out of there. But I was curious to make sure that there's nothing actively going on here yet. I think it's just bodies that are seeping out blood, huh?
Although I think the vulture died on it, didn't he? He was on top of it when he died. Yeah. So you don't have mage hand, do you?
I do have mage hand, but I don't think I can. I don't think it's powerful enough to take off a robe off a body.
No, there's no body.
Oh, in that case, yeah.
No, the rock vanished to the.
Oh, that's right. If he vanished, then
the abyss.
Yeah, I should be able to mage hand that.
And it was only like it's kind of like Obi-Wan style, just the robe falls.
There you go. I should be able to pull that then.
Yeah, that's fine. So you mage hand that off.
10 pounds. Yep.
Prestidigitation, probably clean that off just in case there's anything on there.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got a robe and some armor.
Cool.
How long are you staying up here?
I don't know. How long you guys want to stay here? Do you guys have any more questions?
I don't want to stay up there for that long at all. Actually, I want to get back down and see how the people are doing.
Right. Hopefully, all the other demons went away. Maybe that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So that way they're not dying anymore or something.
What kind of armor is it?
It's plate.
It's plate.
And I gotta see. It looks like. What does it look like? It looks like it's made of black metal. It's finely crafted. It has a very frightful appearance that is form-fitting and elegant in design. The visor comprises the entire front of the helm and resembles the face of an emotionless drow, complete with long pointed ears. It is festooned with a long hooded cloak of smooth white silk that never seems to get dirty.
I don't know what the hell that is. I thought it was going to be like demon armor, but now maybe it's like a drow type thing. Watch it be drow armor, and you can never take it above the sunlight.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can identify if you want to check on your friends and stuff, huh? The robe looks like the robe is made of rough spun blue wool with stars of faded gray cloth that are embroidered in silver.
I mean, I'll do a ritual on them, but I mean, those will take 10 minutes each or 11 minutes each.
Right, and I know BB's
So-
probably gone already.
Yeah, I'd say we'll just grab the stuff and we got to make sure everybody else is okay and we can get to safety. And once we get to safety, then I'd identify both of them.
Okay, we're bringing to. Whoa, what happened? To the teams. So you notice that pretty much everybody is freaking hurt to all hell. However, they said that you must have been victorious because we saw the big glowy ball faded, and like all the demons like basically went away. I guess back to their home plane, and the giants ran away. So since you didn't really short rest, there won't be too many casualties. So sadly,
Crix's dad.
Crix's dad
no!
is dead.
No! Damn! Now Crix is gonna have
Does that
daddy
mean I
issues
inherit-
forever.
Do I inherit his wealth?
It's possible. We don't know yet. So she's alive.
So sad. You were gonna tell your story and become a hero. Now you're gonna have daddy issues for the rest of your life. Oh man.
Band, your woman's alive.
Yay!
But she's lost 2 arms.
The one girl, the other Harper lady, the leader, Olisara, she's really hurt. Like she's saying she's probably unconscious at this point, but she's being, bandaged and all that good stuff.
I'll give her a point, lay on hands to stabilize her.
Okay. So, and after pretty much people are taken care of, Elenil, sorry. Elenil makes sure to give you a big hug. And before, you notice she kind of hid that from everybody else. She didn't want everybody else to know, but she doesn't really seem to care anymore.
Yeah, right on.
So all the red plumes are dead. Or I think it was just one left. Pretty much the paladin, the half-orc paladin is like good to go. He's like, I'll fight me a couple more. Shoot. But as far as death, since you didn't short rest, this is really as far as all the casualties. But they're all very hurt. I mean, their bars would be way down. Dornal would probably be unconscious.
Chob alive.
The Lord's Alliance. No one here's Lord's Alliance, so but I don't know if Ban wants to give him one or not. But yeah, they are all grateful. They knew that you could do it. Luckily, no one died, so that was good.
How's Chob doing?
Well, my dad died.
Yeah.
Chob is
not
alive.
nobody.
He's still alive, but he's like just sitting down. He's just like son of a bitch, God, dang.
I'd like to walk over to Chob. I'd like to walk over to Chob and sit down next to him. Be like, hey boss, how's it going?
Yeah, man, I've had better days,
Had better days? Well, you look like you still got some energy in you, though. Did you ever think about opening up a daycare center? I'm going to ask him that question.
Daycare?
Yeah. I'll just kind of wink at him a little bit and be like, I heard you might be a little interested.
Talking about Operation Kinder or whatever.
And I go, I don't know. Okay, he goes, it's just, it's a thing. Hey, just, hey, and a little something for Guido here. And I'd like to take off my backpack, kind of open it up just a little bit, just so he can see it just a little bit.
He's like,
then close it.
Look at that.
And I go, hey, Chow, I just want to wish you good luck on running that new daycare system you're running there. And just kind of hand it off.
All
Do a little sneaky
I know what
handoff.
you're talking about now. Yes, you came through. Good job, bud.
So, there you go.
Yeah, and with that, hey, you have completed a secret mission.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, bonus point for you. and you earn 1 additional renown point. So, remember the... Well, hang on, let me finish the story here. So,
All right.
Conclusion. With a final blow, Graz'zt form fades away, and it is as if a weight has been lifted from your mind. You have done it. Against impossible odds, you have forced the Dark Prince back into the abyss. Without their demonic allies, the allied force streamed into the city, and your victory assured theirs. Maerimydra is liberated. In the days that follow, the Drow of Sith Morcaine join with the faithful of Elistrae to occupy the city. The Mind Flayers of Ryshig, who kind of bailed on you guys, and the Myconids of Spordome join all the factions in sending members to help rebuild and set up small trading enclaves in the city. On the surface, which I guess I'm going to bring the map out. I haven't seen that in a while.
Maybe we shouldn't tell the Drow about that room there with a... don't let them know about that room up there.
Well.
Hey, is that big upside down tower with the weird plane stuff? Does that still disappear once we left?
Which one?
You know how there's like that tower, that weird tower that was upside, that kind of was like the upside down world that we kind of crossed over? Is that tower
Yeah,
thing
the one
still
that was
there?
half in the ethereal plane and half in this one.
Or-
Had a sun in the middle of it.
It's still there, but it has really no power. Like the power source is gone. The big ball that was in the middle, so it's gone. So it's not there anymore. But yeah, the ethereal parts are still there. Yeah. There's still stuff that has been built on the ethereal right there. So, but yeah, I take it you've made it back to Elventree, and the rebuilding can begin, and everybody's cool. And on the surface, the government of New Hillsfar and the rebels of Elventree come together in a new openness that has not been seen for generations. Both commit themselves to sending supplies to the starving of Mulmaster and troops to march on Flan, which probably is not accurate considering the dragon has already been defeated in this timeline. Your victory has united people above and below the Moonsea. Yet in the quiet of the night, after celebrating your success and mourning of the dead, you wonder what became of young Elisande and her goat. Alright, yay!
Yay!
Congratulations!
And the goat.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay!
And there's parties going on. The shrine's completed. Bands. So what's your intentions with this lady? I'm going to ask Ban, what's your intentions with this lady? What's going on now?
I don't know. I guess build up the community around Elventree and turn it into a thriving city.
So
Maybe co-rule the place.
So this elven lady. Oh, that's right. I'm not playing Lanceburg Crystal anymore. Never mind. I was going to see if we could put a good word in with that hot elf chick, but never mind. Different character. Save the world. You got to at least get the girl, you know.
Yeah, that seems to be what happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brick Crystal turned to the dark side.
Yeah. So what do you want to have? Because I'm about to go do the thing. I actually have a special guest badge because my character was whatever. So I'm going to play in the world premiere of those.
We're assuming that takes place like I don't know, at least a year later, years later, because I'm sure he had to do some stuff that he did not. He may have wanted to do, but probably didn't want to do with the slavery and the weird sexual stuff and the.
Yeah, he wasn't into for the slavery stuff. He wanted to be able to procure cool stuff for.
Right. Well,
I'm just curious.
He did that too, but I'm sure some stuff like the moment he showed any disloyalty, he would have been, executed, pretty much. So. Yeah,
I don't know. Con-created content. I don't know what time frame those things happen in because this is a con-created content one. So I don't know if there's a season that they're supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like the Flan series, I assume it must be after. It's after the Mulmaster.
That's
stuff.
after Morgan Sherrick's death.
So I don't know what the time frame is going to be. So if they ask, how do you want him to be involved, still working for the demon guy, I guess, or something like that. I don't know if it'll even come up.
I'm assuming that it's going to take place after that. These guys already killed Graz'zt.
Yeah, Connor
So,
knows about that.
As far as
but
as far as the place, the guy bailed, so he went back to his home plane. It's not the Abyss; it's the other one, the one next door. I can't remember what it's called. Help me out, Matt.
But
The plane right next to the Abyss, the neutral evil.
God, what is it? There's the Abyss.
There's the Abyss. There's the Nine Hells, and the one between.
Sure. Well, I don't even know if it'll come up because I think how he has the character in there is he is simply I don't know for both parts, but for the part one, Lance Brickcrystal is a quest giver for the party, and apparently you don't find out who he is until the end because he cast illusion on himself to make him look like a little child, so he can convince the party to do what he wants him to do. And you find out at the end of the adventure that he was Lance Brickcrystal manipulating them to get what he wanted to get done for Jenny Greenteeth.
So Jenny Greenteeth is the one from the Ravenloft thing, right?
Correct. So she's in this for some reason, and Lance, for whatever reason...
So that would probably be post-Ravenloft, right? If she's not on that plane anymore.
She must have got out somehow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll find out here in 2 weeks, so...
It sounds like it takes place during the Giants thing. But as far as, like, with... I know with... back in the day, they used to keep pretty strict timelines. But I know with 5e, all the adventures, they've wrote them to where they have a range of years that they could take place in. I think the only one that has an accurate date is the Rage of Demons one, because R.A. Salvatore wrote a book and it has like the actual thing. But like the Giants one, there's a huge range of years. It could take place before or way after. So
I don't know, but I'm supposed to.
They wrote them that they did that way on purpose. Like I watched this interview with one of the creator guys, but
after
he said they try not to put dates on them anymore like they used to because of that, for DM freedom and being able to fit them together. You can do them all at once if you want, crazy, or you could,
some of the stories don't. Yeah, some of the stories don't make a lot of sense. Obviously, if you do them out of order, though, like the Flan series and stuff. After it premieres, that's
what I'm saying. Adventures League, they might be a little bit more strict with that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure, but to me, in my opinion, it sounds like it would be around Giants time.
Yeah.
Before Tomb of Annihilation.
After it premieres, I'm supposed to get a digital copy of both of them. So I should get access to it before it comes out on DM's Guild. So if you want me to send it to you, I'd be more than happy to.
Sure, man. Sure.
So they're both tier 2 is what they're for, though. So
the 3 neutral evil planes are Carceri, which is also known as Tartarus, the Grey Waste, which is Hades, and Gehenna, also called the Bleak Eternity.
Gehenna, because it was like a mountain that seemed like it took forever to get up.
It's a volcanic realm of evil schemes and merciless cliffs.
Yeah, schemes.
Sounds like the cliffs of despair.
Yeah,
but that's where what's her face, Lolith. That's part of where the demon web connects up. Yeah, Wolf.
I always thought it was Loth, and then Chris Perkins kept saying it Lolth in his games.
Lolth.
I was like,
okay,
sure. I mean, there is an L there, so all right.
That's a nice map you got here.
Be a shame if anything happened to it.
Yeah, I found. What did you say? Did you say the map or
the map? Yeah, the map's nice.
I found the map on Candlekeep, candlekeep.com. That's a nice website. I like that website.
I definitely don't want to go back to Maulmaster. Screw that shit.
That sucks.
Elven Tree looks like we got it going on here. They love us here.
The armor.
Oh, the black metal from which this is finally crafted.
I mean, to me, it sounds like a Crixus thing, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't want it.
And unfortunately, heavy armor, that's something I can't wear.
Yeah. So it is plate, so it's better than.
It's better than what he has. Yeah.
So it is plus 1 plate.
It's 19 AC.
Oh, okay. +1 plate.
Plus the claw attack with the hands. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, plate's 18, so +1, it's 19.
And you can speak
Wait a
abyssal.
minute. Claw attack.
Yeah.
Is it demon armor?
It just might be.
Is that cursed? Isn't there a problem with that?
You wouldn't know that.
Oh, you don't know that. Is that how it works? Yeah. Well, I just know clawed gauntlets are part of demon armor.
Except you have to go around looking like a dark elf.
Well, the face looks like a motionless dark.
I'll pass.
Yeah, but Quictus is 6'8", 385 pounds, so I don't think he's going to pass as a dark elf.
I thought there were some other problems with it, so I don't know how that works if you put it on. If you become cursed, and I think there's something bad about it that happens. If that's what it is,
you wouldn't know that.
I don't know that.
It requires attunement there. I've already got 3 things I'm attuned to.
It does.
Yeah, I never understood attunement with magical armor, because you can still use stuff that doesn't require to. So what does that mean? Does that mean you don't get the +1 bonus, or you don't get the activated abilities? I never got that.
If you use it, anything that you get from being magical is not there. So it would just basically be plate armor without attuning. So it would be 18.
So it doesn't count. You don't even get the bonus AC to it, do you?
No.
See, I wasn't sure how that worked necessarily, because there's certain armors that require attunement and certain ones that don't. And so I always wondered, can you choose just not to attune to it and at least get the magical, the bonus from it, just not the activated ability?
No, yeah,
and
nothing magical from that.
Yeah, I can't get an answer for that clearly.
It's in the DMG. It says right there.
It says what? That I think it says you don't get
anything that you would get like magically from it. You have to attune to it. So, and if you don't, it's just basically, it counts as like a mundane, the same item as if it was mundane.
I think that's crap. That armor should have kinds of attunement.
But yeah, man, it has clawed gauntlets that can turn your unarmed strikes. I know how he likes to punch. That deal +1 to attack and damage, and it rolls a D8.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of plate mail, or plate armor, but the effects are quite nice. So if Ban doesn't want it, then I'll take it.
You have it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on.
I'm not a demon armor kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for now I'll unattune to my what's it called, the Mantle of Spell Resistance, and attune to this and see what happens.
I never understood. So identify doesn't tell you if it's cursed or not, though, right?
Nope.
It really should, but
nope, it never has.
Learn your properties and how to use them according to it. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item. Isn't curse?
It's not a spell though.
Yeah, you learn whether spells.
I mean, it might be, but like I said, your character wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
And, and that's why players should never be looking at DMGs when they, during play.
Yeah. I didn't until when it said the claws. I'm like, oh, that sounds familiar. So I'll cast identify
on your free time. You can look up. It's all in there in the DMG. I mean, you can look.
Oh,
up,
it is.
Yeah.
I thought there was something bad about it. I don't know what it is.
As far as like, don't look up the item. Look up. I'm saying if it was cursed, there are rules for that.
I'll cast identify.
Throughout the history of D&D,
players
are never supposed to know that until like it happens.
Until they put it on, yeah. So you role play it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast identify on the robe.
I've got it on, and I'm attuned to it. Do I feel any different? Do I want to kill anyone?
I have a thing.
Nearest person.
You somehow have an urge to murder halflings, so no big change really.
No change there.
You don't really feel too different. You just feel like you almost feel a little bit sorry that you killed Graz'zt now.
What?
You feel a little bit of sympathy.
I don't like this already. Man, I was getting some was going around telling all the bards of my marvelous deeds and how I destroyed this monster all by myself, and
I feel like a jerk.
Getting the artists I was getting some work commissioned. I'd have to change the picture to have like a hint of sadness in the face as I'm slaying him.
Yeah.
So, anything crazy
that was really about it. So, does Crixus still stay? What is it? He was at had a farmhouse or something. Does he still stay there, or did he get upgrade? So let's do a little after the show kind of like.
Yeah, I'm not really sure because I know I had the lowest form of living style. Is it called living style?
Oh, squalid or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I never upgraded that, so I guess I'm still just...
Yeah, but I don't think that really... Does that really affect things still? The lifestyle? I guess it does.
I'm not sure.
With your downtime? With your downtime it does.
Yeah, you can spend downtime to go up the sort of ladder, I guess, but I'm still right at the bottom. So yeah, I guess I'm just slumming it wherever. I was planning on just traveling around and just telling everyone of my great deeds and just getting the story out there. But now perhaps I'm not gonna do that now because I feel kind of sad about it. Everyone's gonna get depressed and go and just live by myself and see out my days on a farm.
So what's the robe?
Yeah, so the robe. Let me copy this over. This is why I was like, man, I wanted him to use this so bad, but the paladin turned him, so.
I'm so glad that worked.
Did his crazy ass sword go away too? Did that disappear when he died?
Oh yeah, I went with him.
Oh,
yeah.
Robe of Stars. Oh,
damn.
Tossing magic missiles all over the place.
I don't know, man. Sounds like an Archon thing to me.
Yeah, he throws it. Yeah, he already casts magic missile all the time, so it's not a bad thing.
So you can cast fifth level magic missiles without wasting slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty damn sweet.
It's useful. Yeah, and 6 of them. How many are on there? It says 6 stars, and you get some of them back at. It's different, right? Because most of them are at dawn. This one does it at night.
Yeah, daily at dusk you get a D6.
Oh, you can enter the astral plane.
Yeah,
that's cool. Oh, you have to come back to the exact same spot though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And I get a +1 bonus to saving throws. Doesn't help my AC, but that's okay.
What if you go to the astral plane and get out of the astral plane a different method besides the robe? What happens then?
If you use like one of the color portals, I mean,
yeah,
I would say that you could go through the portal because you have to use an action to return to your home plane.
Yeah, it says come to the same place. You remain there until you use an action to return to the plane you're on. You reappear in the space you last occupied or the space. So I'm curious.
So you could go to the astral, find a color pool, go boom. Hey, I'm in Mount Celestia, and you're there until I don't know. I guess you could use an action to pop back. Oh no, what says the plane you were on? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Would you, if you went through a pool, went to Mount Celestia, could you go? All right, I'm gonna use an action to go back to the prime material. And boom, you're back exactly where you are. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious if you go to the astral plane, then in your travels on the astral plane somewhere or another ability, you come back to the prime material. What happens if you use it again? Do you just go back to the astral plane, or do you have to come back to the prime in your previous spot? You know what I mean?
Like if you used it on another plane? I mean, I would say you just come back to the material. But I mean, that's. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's probably you're gonna get DM variant. DM.
Yeah, I guess that's cool. I mean, it's neat, but I'm attuned out, so and I already have 8 items, so I'm sure you're probably interested in that. Their Thane, since you cast a lot of magic missiles, anyways.
Thane,
you there?
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm trying to take something out, and my headset cord isn't quite long enough.
I take it you're probably interested in the rope.
Yeah, I'm just checking to see. I think I might already be capped on my attunement. I'm checking real quick.
Oh, I'm way capped.
I don't know if Archon is or not.
Hey, I got a question. How do you guys have the rules for unattuning to something?
It takes a short rest.
So let me ask you, if
that's
you
in the DMG
are,
too.
But
I actually am.
What if you have an item that has special rules? So I have an item that has special rules that, because normally to attune to something, it takes an hour, a short rest to do so, right?
If the actual text of the item specifically states you can unattune in a certain amount of time, then it overrides the general rule.
So that's the thing. It doesn't say anything about unattunement. It talks about attunement, and it's written into the cert for a purpose because of it's actually kind of cool because it's written into it so you can use the item for the module. Normally it would take an hour, but this Ring of Spell Storing, it says you can attune in a minute. So my question would be, what would happen if you are already attuned out? You have 3 attunements, and then you use this ring to do an attunement. Can you overwrite that, or does it not work if you're already attuned out?
No, you'd have to have a free attunement slot open, or spend a short rest unattuning one of your other items.
Okay. All right. I was just checking.
Yeah.
And it's 3 items for attunement, correct?
Yeah. What items do you have?
Ring of Protection, Braces of Defense, the Ioun Stone of Protection. All 3 are attuned.
Yeah.
Those are good.
And those are my AC.
Right.
Because I've got basically it's mage armor plus, plus 4. So that's what gives me my AC 20 base. If I unattune one of them, it would probably be the Ring of Protection, which would in turn drop the balance between the two, as I would lose 1 point of AC, but I would pick up the the throwing stars.
The Ring of Protection also gives you, doesn't it? Give
saving throws.
+1 to saving throw?
Yeah. Well, guess
so your
what?
saving throws are a wash. So if you swap those out, you'd be making your AC less by 1, and then the ability to cast.
I guess it depends on. Do you want to be able to do more damage or have an extra AC point? Really?
Yeah. Well, the 1 point of AC, I mean, it's 5%, but it's, in all honesty, the benefit of having the 6, 5th level magic missiles to cast per day.
So yeah,
you also have the other ability, the escape.
I'm calculating the average damage, and it's 17.5 for the average damage of 5 magic missiles. So
the other thing about it is the escape, the astral plane escape. If you're in trouble, you can, if something's beating on you and you can't get away, you can use an action to enter the astral plane and then just come back at another point in time.
That's true too.
Unfortunately, you got to come back to the same damn space. So
I got to come back to the same
boss room.
Yeah, I got to come back to the same spot, and heaven forbid I pop into the astral plane, and oh look, here's some creature that lives on the astral plane strolling along. Hi, what are you doing here? Whack, whack, whack. As I'm trying to heal myself up from the prime material, it's like
I don't know. Isn't the astral plane mostly empty?
Let's just get beat up by both of them.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Isn't the astral plane mostly empty?
Not necessarily.
There's things that live
Get
there.
Yankee.
Get Yankee and Get Sarai.
Yeah, Get Sarai. You can have. I mean, yeah.
I don't know if they still have them on 5th edition, but Thought Eaters could do the same. We're Astral Plane.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have something like that.
They need to have.
They haven't
something
really
like that
expanded much on it. Like,
yeah,
but
now that would be cool if it came with that. Every time you use the ability, you roll on like a D1000 chart to see if something is in front of you, just to see if it's randomly there.
Hi.
Yeah,
Don't mind me.
Isn't I'm not sure if this is correct, but I think that isn't your movement rate based on your intelligence and not your, or no, maybe.
Yeah, you move goofy in there. You move by willing yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe that's old editions where it was your intelligence played a factor on how far you could move, but
I don't know.
So,
yeah, I will go ahead and I'll take the robe and I'll unattune the Ring of Protection and I'll attune the robe.
All right, cool. So, as far as Crixus, wherever he ends up, one day, I mean, this is probably all a year later. Or no, take that back. So, a few days go by after this, and wherever you are, Crixus, someone eventually finds you and hands you a letter, and it has the seal of your father on it, and it said that before he set off to fight demons, being as underskilled as he was to do that, he did write something in there, trying to make up for all the time he didn't get to spend with you. He basically bestowed his estate to use. So you are now, if you want it, it's yours. It's the Gorwell. What is it? Hang on. It's a house in Mulemaster. I think it's the Gosses. Gos. Well, I can't find it right now. But...
Yeah, that's far enough away from Ban and Elven Tree, so yeah, that's fine by me.
Trying to find his name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. What do they call it? What's that title? Now I gotta know. Zor. I think it's a Zor. Yeah. So if you took it, your title would be Zor.
Zor Crixus. People call me Milord.
Pretty much.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. Sounds good. Zor Crixus. Do I have any sort of power in Mulemaster, like political power, or what's the deal?
Oh, did we get any money from this too?
Well, like I said, it depends on if someone wanted to crawl through the bodies and get the jewels.
Oh, I'm not going to crawl through that. I mean, unless I could have pulled them out. If I could see them and pull them out via
You're
mage
gonna have
hand,
to physically go in there and pull them off their fingers and get the necklaces off. I mean, it's up to you. Like the Elisande is like, oh, lots of shinies in there.
She wants to dig through it. Sure.
Yeah, I don't think she really cares too much for the jewels. But.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
So there was a thing I had. It was like,
hang on, I didn't inherit a lot of debt, did I?
Nah. I think he was pretty much on the level. I'm trying to find the. Oh, I need to go to Mulemaster. Yeah, here we go. Season 2 now. So there was the High Blades, the Nobles. Yeah, you're a noble now. So you're whether you want to up your thing or not is up to you. The lifestyle.
Yeah. I'll do that.
So male nobles carry the honorific Zor title. Female nobles are called Zora. The lord of a noble house in Mulemaster can be either male or female. Okay. In either case, they are referred to as lord. Typical noble. The nobles of Mulemaster are a pampered and entitled lot. So you're being pampered, giving gifts, and they play the part well. All dress in expensive clothing of the local fashion and treat those beneath them with the utmost contempt.
I remember watching. I think it's Coming to America, and Eddie Murphy gets like treatment in the big bath. Some of that.
Yes, the royal penis has been washed. I guess.
Yep.
That's weird. Yep. So they. So as far as that goes now, so there probably will come a time where there's like a council that'll vote or whatever. So there's 49 lords. But he pretty much had you set up to run this because it's kind of like noble houses. But as far as that, you still have, wealth. So whatever you choose to do with that wealth is up to you. So basically, as long as you're, politicking, kissing butts, I don't know. I can't really see Crixus doing that, but, if he wanted to stay in the power that he has, he would basically have to do that, the whole politics thing. But.
Okay, cool.
So, as far as, ban. So you said you're gonna, try to rebuild Elventree. That definitely comes because it's called New Hillsfar now with the First Lord of Mistral in charge. A thriving community starts to build after about a year passes. Lots of rebuilding, lots of more. Like society growing out, like in between Hillsfar and Elventree, it's like the big city, sprawling out, and then the country kind of meeting up.
Yeah.
Like the suburbs, and then you got the farmers, the country. Well, it's like, and then you start seeing like a Circuit City, or that's a bad example, but you see like a Best Buy pop up here, and then you're like, damn, they're coming out pretty far, and then oh shit, there goes the Walmart. Now everything's coming here, so. So yeah,
cool.
So that starts to happen. Lancer, what does Lancer do?
I would say if we're done adventuring with this group, it's funny that you drew a boat because I was looking up prices and stuff like that. My character would probably, because his goal and his background was to get back to the sailing life. So once he made enough money, he probably, because he's also an actor for one of his feeds and he's from Mulmaster, so I think he would probably get a small crew and a seaworthy enough vessel to travel the Moonsea, and he would constantly probably be going back between Mulmaster and Flan to either making, smuggling stuff or giving passengers rides or just trying to adventure closely, and then doing a lot of living a kind of a high lifestyle in the times he's in Mulmaster. So I would say he's going to be constantly traveling back and forth between those doing adventures.
Sweet.
That's probably how you'd retire.
What did you say, Mulmaster and what?
Mulmaster and Flan.
Cool. Yeah, it's a nice trade route there too. So.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense. He's originally from Mulmaster. There's a lot of aristocrats there, which he has that lifestyle and all that stuff. So he'll probably be doing.
He knows a noble. So.
That's right, but he will probably. That's what I was trying to find out. So there's not a lot of details on ships. Between the DMG and the player's handbook, but the extended stuff, I don't know what's officially legal. They have a lot more options that's kind of between, because if you look at the stuff for things to purchase, I mean, you have a crappy boat, which is 3,000, and then you have stuff that's like 10,000 and 30,000. So the extended stuff has a bunch of different type of boat ships that's not quite as big as like long ships and stuff like that. So I'd
like
probably
the adventures or the books?
Yeah, if you look at so there's one I'm looking that has the expanded stuff on Forgotten Realms that's 5e, but I don't know where that's published at, and they have like a dozen different types of ships. And some
I want to say there might be some ships in the Giants book, right? I can't remember.
I'll have to look if there's something in there specifically.
I know in Tomb of Annihilation, I mean, you don't want a canoe, but they have canoe in there, and they tell how many it sits, the crew, whatever size. Like, I mean, the canoe is basic. It's just a rowboat that could sit 6 people, and it goes 3 miles per hour, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff that's in here is like I mean, it holds like 300 people. I mean, they're just crazy.
Yeah, they should have different things with crew sizes. I'm pretty sure that happens.
So that's what I would pick. I would pick something that's in between there that probably only has a crew, like a max crew of 20, can probably hold another dozen passengers. So that way they can ferry very important nobles back and forth and stuff like that. That's probably what I would do. So that way it's a little bit of pirate and sailor at the same time.
Yeah, nice.
That's probably what he would do.
And last but not least, Archon. Does he go back to Silvery Moon?
Develops hair care products.
Stay in the local vicinity.
It's probably send word back. Work on his skills, and he may potentially look at taking on a student or two of his particular flavor of blade song. But that's normally only done with elves, so it's like, unless there's a reasonable size elf population, then he would probably then he'd head back to Silvermoon. So
yeah, the people, the elves of Elventree, I guess it'd be kind of like the redneck cousins of where you're from.
Right.
They're like, man, I never seen nothing fancy like that. Can you teach me?
Right.
So you could like build your own school, like blade song school there. Yeah, that'd be badass.
So I figure that's probably what he would do at this point.
Cool.
Hey, more the merrier.
And so, remember at the very beginning where you donated money to gather forces? Mm-hmm. So for every, you actually get extra renown for that. So, donations.
We're famous.
So, yeah. So for every 500 gold you donated, you got an extra renown. So Lancer gets an extra 5 renown.
Holy cow! That's a lot of renown.
Crixus gets an extra 5 renown. Ban gets an extra 5 renown. Archon, you get 2 renown, extra renown.
Right.
Because you donated 1,000.
Right.
So is that in addition to the basic 1 you would normally get from the module too?
Yes, that is in addition to the basic 1. So
and then I actually got 7 out of this 1 module.
So for correct. Yeah. If you succeeded in your mission, you get 7 total. Or if you did the max, 7 total, and one of those counts as the secret.
I can't believe that's actually written in there. Shit, yeah. Epics still only give you 1 renown from doing a fucking epic, and you're like, are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? It's an epic.
Yeah, wow. I figured they'd be going all out on that.
You would think epics would be automatically 1 secret mission. I mean, they only have 1 per season, so but they're not.
So yeah, there's a secret missions for every single faction in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So all of the missions count as secret missions for each. So the Order of the Gauntlet. Order of the Gauntlet gets a secret mission. That was the
Ghost Dwarves.
Yeah, to get the Ghost Dwarves on your side. Yep. The Zentarm was the demon baby, and you successfully got it and found him and got him out. Emerald Enclave. Damn, I'm trying to remember, what was the Enclave one?
I just remember maps.
The underground.
The Aboleth?
Right.
Yeah, the Aboleth. To destroy the Aboleth.
Which one's the Aboleth?
The Aboleth was the underwater creature.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't part of the main thing?
What do you mean?
Yeah, this was the main quest line, because we did that, didn't we? Didn't we do the thing underwater?
Well, all of them. Yeah, we're part of it, but you chose which ones
Yeah,
to do.
we chose. I think we chose to do that first.
Was there any that we skipped that would have been like really hella cool to do?
I mean, the two you did were the hardest, I believe. So.
Oh, naturally.
I don't know, just for shiz and giggles. Let me see, what were the other ones? There was so the other one, I think it was the Harpers, was basically the Solum. Remember Solum, the arch wizard. One of them was basically saving him. There was another one that was who's the other one? The Lord's Alliance. That is. Let's see who that was. So there's Fortifying Underdoor, which is the Friendly Dead. That was the Order of the Gauntlet. Northern Ford. Oh, the Northern Ford base is where the. So that was basically you'd fight giants and demons. So I mean, really, y'all did do the coolest ones, really. So the Northern Ford base, you would fight Fiendborn fire giants. That's it.
Good. All right. Hey, what would have happened if we would have killed those things by underneath the symbols while Graz'zt was still alive? Was something special going to happen to him? If we would have killed all 7 of the things while he was still alive?
Not necessarily. There was basically for every one you did, he lost some health and lost something, like something. So
an ability.
Yeah, so one of them was he lost the ability to do one of his legendary actions. So instead of being able to do 3 per turn, or 3 per round, he was only able to do 2 per round. That one was so that one was all your spells went off, like or one of the spells went off, and then the other. God, it was like I don't remember. It was something else, but yeah, he basically lost certain things he could do.
Interesting. How was he getting? How to get out of my little thing? Did he have some type of plane shift ability or something?
He just. It was a legendary action. He could just teleport at will.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
I was really hoping I could shut him down. I thought that would have been so cool. Him just sitting in a little dome
but
going,
it was all,
"Let me out!"
It was all an innate ability, yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah, the dude had a lot of legendary actions. He could attack, dance my puppet. He could try to charm a creature to move up to its speed as any way he wanted him to be. Sow Discord. He could cast Crown of Madness or Dissonant Whispers or teleport. Can use his teleport action.
How many hit points did Crixus kill him by? Was it really close, or did he just overwhelm
he killed him. It was like -5, basically.
Oh, yeah. So it was close.
It was close, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Because he would have had another action after he could have done another.
Yeah, and he still had. I think one of his legendary resistances got taken by by destroying one of the symbols, but he still had 2 legendary resistances. So even if he did fail the turn, he was going to pass it. So
yeah, but he could have dropped Crixus after with his
for sure, man,
with his lair action next. But then if he was that close, though, we probably still would have got him with.
That's why, man, he did you. You're lucky that those other 2 failed their turn checks, because like he was going to use that 5th level magic missile on somebody. It'd probably been banned, but. He was going to start messing people up.
All I can say is I'm happy I got in my swings, so
yeah.
at least I got a piece of him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So couldn't that guy have used the magic missile ability even behind the shield? Because I thought you didn't have to have.
Yeah, he could have. Well,
you can see
he could just step over one to the right, and then he would have line of sight. Well, even that. Yeah, does magic missile? I guess magic missile could go around.
You just have to have visual. You have to have visual of somebody, and then you can go all the way around
behind the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
I think of the robe of stars. You guys know, remember Superman 2, how he did that stupid thing where he pulls the S off his chest and he throws it on the bad guys? I kind of think of that's how robe of stars work. He grabs something off his thing and just chucks it out there.
Yeah.
So
sense.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Are you guys looking to do stuff the next 2 months yet? Maybe with different characters or something? Or are you guys going to continue with these characters?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what we need to discuss.
We hadn't discussed that yet.
Yeah. I'll be
we're
kind
gonna
of
make a
out
serious
of commission.
discussion. But I figured just in game time, I would allow a year to go by. That way, your stories can progress. Because this is really, when you start owning shit, you start ruling stuff. You have followers, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna say in game time, a year goes by. If you want to continue on. It's just I had the idea of running the rest of the Rage of Demons book, but I don't want the Out of the Abyss, but I don't really want to do that anymore because it just wouldn't make sense.
Because you killed the big guy,
right? I mean,
well, isn't there there something bigger in the book? Because remember how you had some giant two-headed demon dog? Is that what's in the book to kill or no?
The thing is, like in the book. So here's spoilers if you don't want to hear it, go away. But in Out of the Abyss, so remember how Graz'zt he was. The name he spoke was Vizerin, and I think Archon recognized the name Vizerin as one of the Archmages from a house that is no longer a house in Menzo Berenstain. So Vizerin is the character that a group would go to in Out of the Abyss, and they have to get all these components, and they go back to Vizerin, and he casts a spell that brings all the demon lords into one spot in the Underdark, and then basically, the demon lords kill each other until one's left, and whoever's left over, the PCs have to fight in its state. Yeah, but it'll be like all worn down because of the battle,
Right.
And it'll be like soldiers you could get, and then like however many soldiers, it would get weaker. But then the final fight would be there. But so the thing the behind the scenes I was going to talk about, I told you I would tell you is. So when he says, "Vizerin, you fool, let the others dance as your puppets." So the ritual he made was designed to protect him from that spell that Vizerin cast to bring all the demon lords into one spot. So he was the only demon lord that was protected from that spell.
Immune to it.
Yeah. So technically, that's already happened. So a different group, some other guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't know what you guys want to do. I mean, I have next week that I can do something, but other than that,
Jason has next week, and then
I'm out for 2 months.
So yeah, he's going to be out for 2 months. I know Matthew, you have until when?
Well, my last day in China will be 26th of June.
So that's pretty much like right.
That's
before,
right around the same time.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
So we can do 3 people up until then. And then when he leaves, we'll have 3 people. Man, it's just going to feel weird without the core, but...
But Matthew doesn't know what you... Are you looking that you probably want to end, or are you thinking, depending on your schedule, you're still interested once you hit England?
No, I won't be able to play with you guys just because the time difference is too extreme.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it? Is that late for you then, right? I think it's super late, right? For England.
So like now in England it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
And where you're at now is probably what, super late evening?
No, it's
sorry,
10,
early morning.
Yeah, it's 5 to 11 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's too bad, man.
Yeah, but he said he would play with us. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on online conventions. And if I can get the jump on it, maybe I can DM some online conventions because I've DM'd the first one they did. So
yeah,
if I could DM some of those,
really
maybe
interested in doing.
Yeah, so he said he would join us on that. So
that'd be cool. All right. Well, I'll leave it up to you guys.
So, yeah, do we want to do that? Do we want to continue with 3 players? Maybe eventually get a 4th or whatever? Or, is this it? Are we done?
What were you thinking on for content? What were you thinking of moving on to next? Just coming up with, because if we're still doing AL, what's of an appropriate level to do it this high?
You got to jump to season 5. Season 5 has several. Let me bring up my
giant stuff. Here. Giants would make sense to go to next.
If you're doing modules, there is for season 5. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 modules there that are 4 hours each. So that's like at the way we go. That's 8 weeks of content.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, and also I did get a copy of what is it called? Myth Draenor. So.
Oh.
I got a copy of the Shadows of
Season 0.
Yeah, season 0. Yeah.
There is 1 2-hour runtime section of Myth Draenor for tier 3.
Yeah, Lost Hills of Myth Draenor. So yeah.
Called Forgotten Foes, is what it's called.
That'd be kind of cool. And it's roughly in the same area.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or you guys could do a different, the other characters where they're different tier, and you'd be able to do a lot more content. What else is tier 3 out there? Let me look. Well, then there's also Tomb of Annihilation, which has a lot more tier 3. There is, so far released, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but just remember, if you want to jump into that Tomb of Annihilation, the Doomsday Clock device is basically turned on.
Yeah. Then that's the other problem with that. So deaths become.
And Archon is already Thane's character. Archon, he's already died, so he's gonna basically get shittier every day. Once that mechanic comes into place. He's gonna start rotting.
I think there's actually, if I have to look it up, that's only really if you're playing tier 2 or 1 or 2. I think tier 3 something special happens. I think it's supposed to go away. Something happens once you get into a tier 3 character with it. I think I have to look that up again, but I can't remember.
Well, I know some stuff. I don't want to give up too many spoilers, but
yeah. So, but if you did season 5, you have 4 modules right there yet, and then you get your Myth Draenor one. So that's another module. Let me see what else is there, and that's not including the created content.
Yeah, because I know the giant stuff takes place all on the west coast.
Yeah, there used to not be a lot of concrete. Now there's a shit ton of created content. So you have the Flan series. There's part 2 Flan series, which I haven't had a chance to play yet. Those
there's
are tier
also
3.
Another one, Window to the Past, that has some. It has 11th to 16th and 17th. Well, it's the same content, but I can run it as 11th to 16th or 17th to 20th.
I did that one. I wasn't a big fan. Yeah,
well,
I don't know. It kind of
I was maybe gonna save it.
Stuff.
I was maybe gonna save it for tier 4,
but I don't know. The one I did, we had a character that did something wrong and released a god into the. It was just insane. Technically, we're all gonna die, So, Gary Khan's got 3 of them.
I'm happy for Crixus' story to end here, but only ever come out on special occasions, such as those cons.
Epics and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could run the show in Mulemaster while politicking around, building away up, go make deals, give secret deals to the orcs up north. So.
Well, our backup characters. I had to log in. What was what level? What tier was that? Was 1 or 2?
There's Kasabian, and there's the Ranger.
Garl is what I think level 4. It's either 3 or 4.
Level 4.
So yeah, there's some mixed tier thing, so I'd have to go book until they got caught up to kind of in the same tier. Although if he had enough downtime and stuff,
we probably have the downtime for it now, but I like to stay in tier 1 as long as I can for certain characters. But yeah, we probably have enough downtime. So yeah, let me ask you, what
if we wanted to do those characters, what book would you want to mess around with? Because we can't mix the tiers up.
I have heard that the best books is I played so one of the books I played that I thought was phenomenal. I played it through twice and I DM'd it once. Is Season 4's Ravenloft. It's great, but then the problem is you're stuck there until you either get out or you play the last module and get out. So yeah,
if we decide to do that, I mean that's going to be like the whole arc is going to be.
Other ones I heard that was phenomenal was Storm King's Thunder and Princes of the Apocalypse. I'm told were really, really good.
Storm King's Thunder is really cool.
Yeah, and hey, Princes of the Apocalypse is possible too, because remember, y'all did find evidence of cults near Mole Master, and you haven't really found any bosses there. And remember, the air cult tried to take over the Monastery of the Yellow Rose, and that was way over here, to the east of the Glacier of the White Worm. So that is a possibility.
Yeah, I don't know how long those books are necessarily. Curse of Strahd is not necessarily too long because it's weirdly done. I don't know if the other ones are like that, but Curse of Strahd, it's random depending on. So you play these cards in the beginning. The DM plays these cards and determines where these 4 special objects are, and then you get hints along the way to go to these locations. So there's entire sections of the book that you don't ever do necessarily per run through. I mean, everybody ends up doing 2 places and the castle where that everybody has to do. But other than that, the other ones can be randomized depending on where stuff is.
So it's like different every time you play it. Yeah.
Yep, because you'll see a seer, you'll see.
That's how it was in the old one too, the first edition.
Oh, so it's kind of neat that each one's a little different. So it actually ends up making it quite a bit shorter.
But like, not to cut you off, but I know Thane doesn't like Ravenloft, so
nope.
Oh, it's a horrible. Yeah, it is a crazy place. It's very dark themed, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, I've also heard the other ones are really good too. So I don't know.
Think of. I might look through the book because of princes. So why don't we just take a vote? Just type in the chat. What would you be more interested in? The Princes of the Apocalypse or the Giants?
I don't know much about either one. I've heard they're both great.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm just saying, what would you, just as a player, be more interested in?
Depends what characters we're playing. Are we playing our tier 1 characters that we kind of made and did a couple things with already? Is that what we're looking to play with?
Yeah, I would say the old ones, because Crixus is retiring. So.
Yeah, I would say Giants just because I have a little fucker. A little kobold guy. I think
so it's up to y'all too. All right, Giants. All right, looks like we're doing Giants. Cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with Giants.
So, all right. So let me get levels.
I have to look at the guy's sheet. What I'm not sure.
Tell me your character levels, and then I'll see where I could fit you in.
Landstar Groon is level 4, but I can't. I have to look. I have to get the compiled sheet to see how close he was to 5 or anything. I don't know.
Garl's sheet actually still shows him as 3rd.
Oh, you're probably higher than that now, because we've done several things. It's hard to stay at level 1, 2, and 3 for very long.
Well, we're still in the chapter 1, and we haven't finished. Remember, because Thane had to leave early.
Right.
Because I think the first 2 chapters...
we didn't do the cave, so there's no XP given that session, so he probably is still level 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then didn't we do a module too? I thought we did a module as well, because we did a flashback module to get that sword for Matt.
Oh yeah, you did. Did you factor that in on your log sheet for Thane?
I'm not looking at the log sheet. I'm looking at my character sheet.
Yeah, I give you the XP worth for, because I don't have like info on any of those characters. Like I haven't been keeping back.
Did you make a spreadsheet for on the forum post for that one too, or no?
No, I just put in your XP on the thing. I think.
Okay, let me take a look then. Well, that was under.
It's just like because I'm running I'm keeping track of 3 different campaigns XP right now, and it's just having to do a 4th party. It's like, oh my god,
right.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't really mess with it. But I figure with
right.
AO you got log sheets and shit, so or at least you should.
I'm really bad at filling them out. I basically re-up them when something major happens, or I'm going to take the character to go play at another location. I look through your thing and I update them. I'll update the last 4 sessions or something on there because
that's why I started doing it originally. But
it's great. I love it.
But
yeah.
So if we're gonna start playing these guys, then I'll make an entry for them and all that.
Yeah, I don't see. I'm looking on the thing. I see you got story here and stuff.
What level
like that,
is Kasabian? Oh man,
he stepped away.
I want to say he's 5th. Kasabian's 5th, so he's the only one that's out tiering everybody.
But if you play, but the difference between 4th and 5th is not that big if you're playing a book. I mean, don't get me wrong, 5th is huge, but
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, why don't we just continue on with what we were doing, and we could do the caves, and then I mean, as soon as you get past that point, the cave, I mean, it's sandbox, and then if we can get, if you want to abandon that once everybody's at the same tier, then we can throw in some modules. Does that sound good to everybody, or?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I've played. The only modules I've played. Let me see here. Let me take a quick look at them. 5. I have played only. No, I did the Black Road 2. I did 2 modules that were season 2, or I mean, sorry, tier 2, and I've done every one that was tier 4. So they're pretty tough. They're kind of brutal.
Yeah. What level is Kasabian?
He's level 6.
Okay, 6. All right. And then Lance, you said was what, 4?
Just 4, yeah.
So we got 3, 3, 4, 6. Okay, yeah, that would actually be great to just finish the cave, and then, like I said, you can just pretty much go wherever you want.
Do we want to finish the cave next Wednesday, and then I'll be gone for quite a while, so for your characters to do your stuff? Does that sound like a plan?
It sounds good to me. Yeah.
Could do that.
Cool.
Oh, all right.
All right. Well, that settles that. And hey, I don't have to prep it.
There you go. And I have to say goodbye to Crixus forever, but I'll say hi to Kasabian next week, I guess.
There you go. All right. Awesome. Sweet.
All right, guys.
So I hope I did right by everybody's story arcs throughout the thing. I know I didn't get to do much for Archon and his arc, but at least we got something going on there in the Elven Tree form at the end there.
That's all right.
But yeah.
It's good. Hey, I'd love to get the, you know what I'd really love to get is I'd love to get the digital copy of this stuff for tier 2, because these backup characters will be tier 2, and then if I can get you the electronic version of it, maybe we can play it. I'm going to play it first, and hopefully it's not. I'll be mad if it's a shitty ass module that my characters put in. But if it's cool, I think that'd be great if maybe we could run that with other characters that or something.
Sure.
Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. We'll have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty.
Okay. See you guys.
Catch you guys later.
Peace.
See you, dudes.